Okay, top 5 on Friday with Bad Guys, September 9th, 2022. I think I can do this in 5 to 10 minutes. 5 minutes. This is the latest KZ. It is the ZS10 Pro X. It is a single dynamic driver. Let me go ahead and double check that. Single dynamic driver, 4 balanced armature, I believe. Yep, it's a hybrid. It actually looks pretty nice. It's got a tuning that is not bad at all. Listening to it and comparing it with the ST5, first impressions are pretty good. I thought the ST5's weak point was it can be energetic and fatiguing a little bit too quickly for me. I like long listening sessions. Doing the same library, same music, Vivaldi, which fatigued me and gave me some ringing with the ST5. That's not happening with the KZ ZS10 Pro X. The graphs are pretty similar, and it looks like this should be a little more energetic. However, that's not the case. It's the ST5 that is. So first impressions are good. I'll talk about it in the full review. Want to say thank you to KZ. I think I got the PLA almost first, and I think the review was first, and that was not a positive review. They didn't hold back and cut me off and do what some companies do. So I gotta, when I'm angry, I voice it to you people, and when I'm appreciative, I'm going to say the same thing. Doesn't impact what I say, obviously, because the PLA and other stuff, but it is notable that they're not scared to send it back into the lion's den. So far, so good. There's nothing jumping out at me. It seems like it'll be a decent competitor in its price range, which seems to be $40 and below. And that is the KZ ZS10 Pro X V-shaped set. Nothing jumping out at me. That's a good thing. That's the KZ. Full review coming. Okay, number 2, a potential new basshead king. This is a set called the Maestro Mini from a company called Fat Frequency. I believe they are out of Singapore. I was sent this set. Let me go to my left real slow, and you can see the bass, which is massive, but it's still coming down, and you've got legit mids. It's got some energy in the upper mids and treble, but it's kind of balancing out so that you can hear. I got to say thank you to Timmy at Giz Audio. I got a preview of this set, listened to it, graphed it, and the company also, Fat Frequency, sent me a set that I just received a couple hours ago. So thank you very much to them. A video for your set that you sent to me will be coming out probably in a week or so. And I'll be using a lot of stuff like Eazy-E, E40, Cadillac Dawn, and J Money, and a lot of really heavy hitters to give this stuff. Stretch out these drivers about as much as I can. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of bass, and you still got mids. Very, very nice. And for the price, if this is, in fact, a heavier hitter than the Legend X, for a third or less the price, that would be winning. I consider that. So that is number 2, potential bass monster. It's a bass monster, potentially number 1. And that's number 2. Okay, number 3, we got the special edition Olinas. The regular Olinas are still selling quite well, so that's going to continue to stay the same. But this is a adjustment that I wanted to do because I find the O2 and also the Olina to be a little bit too intense for long listening sessions. A lot of people like that. A lot of people are using extra filters. Something kind of like that was done with this set. It also has a logo on it to make it clearly distinct from the other Olina. And I think it plays my library great. I'm going to do a full review for this, I believe, on Monday. I should be getting my retail package set, which I'll graph that and put that up on my tool. And then that will be the one that I share with everybody instead of the pre-production demos that I've used. So I'll share the graph at that time. I believe that'll be coming out on Monday. And then we'll go ahead and start with that. So that's the Olina SE. I think it's fantastic. I think it's the best you can get for $100 or below for dynamic driver. It's got the same driver as the Olina, a little bit calmer. Issues that people had with condensation, which was shared by the Olina, the Melee to some extent, the Aria, if I'm pronouncing it right, by Moondrop, and other sets which have a common thing, which is that they're metal and they sold over 5,000 units to 10,000 units or more. When you have a larger base of feedback, you're going to get that. It's not an issue with Moondrop. It's not an issue with Tripe-Win. It's people. Some people quickly develop condensation on sets and other people never do. I'm in Japan. It gets very, very humid here. I've never run into that problem. So it's case by case. If it's never happened to you, it probably never will. And if it has happened to you, it might happen again. It's kind of like that. This set has been adjusted to compensate for that and prevent that from happening. I think the tuning is slightly better, in my opinion, and I also think that the possibility of that occurring with this set is almost zero because of how it was retuned. So that's the Olina SE. I'll get into that completely, I believe on Monday, Japan, which might be Tuesday for you guys. I'm pretty sure of that. So that's Olina SE. Full review will be coming for that. Okay, number 4 is the AirPods 2 Pro. I've been asked for a long time to get into wireless because it's just, most people's phones they don't have 3.5 connection anymore. I'm going to start getting back into that and really do it more, and this is going to be the set I'm going to start with. It's getting released tomorrow, I believe, in America, and I have a person over there that's going to grab me a set and then send it over here about as fast as I can get it. So this review will be coming out. I use my library to give opinions on why I think it's good or not. Rock and roll, classic, hip-hop, I'll play all those genres like I usually do and give an opinion on what I think, and then if that's good, which I hope it is, then I'll start to use that as a baseline for other future sets. I'll also review that set that Kryn said was awesome, which is, I think, one of the Galaxy Buds. I don't recall offhand which one it is, but I'll put that in my library and also use that to compare against in the future. So wireless stuff is going to be part of my regular review sessions, and that is number 4, AirPods 2 Pro, almost on the way. Okay, number 5, couple things, mix this up. One is the Tangzu. I have a replacement set. The original was purchased by me from Hi-Fi Go. I got a slight discount, but I paid for it, and this is a set that Linso sent me, so I'll be able to quickly get back on that set. 1111's coming up really quick, and just a reminder for people out there, sets that have been sold in the past year, 2022, stuff that was released last winter, spring, and this summer, most of those sets will be discounted at 1111. So just remember that if you're new to the hobby, that's coming up. It's the biggest sale day of the year or worldwide, period. 1111 is the biggest sale day. You can get the best prices on stuff that's already been released at that time. Things that are released in September and October, just before, you're likely not going to get a discount because it's new releases and they don't need to cut prices for you. But the deals that you get and the giveaways and the campaigns and all of that stuff is something you probably shouldn't miss. You're going to get the best prices probably out of the whole year that you can get, and there's going to be lots of giveaways and stuff that you can join and win free stuff or get discount coupons, and there's all kinds of winning going on during autumn as we approach Christmas time. And then there's Chinese New Year sales, but 1111's a big deal. The companies know it. You can save some money or get some stuff that you were holding off on and probably get the best price, period, right about that time. So I'll do a video for that as well. That's it. The KZ first impressions pretty good. Nothing jumping out at me. Less fatiguing than the ST5. Bass Monster coming. Thank you to Fat Frequency. The Olina SE video probably on Monday or Tuesday for that. Graph will follow that. I will graph the retail set. AirPods 2 Pro will be ordered probably tomorrow and sent to me, and then I'll revisit this planar and talk about it probably in a week or two after it settles down in my mind and I give that time to do its thing or fall apart, which I probably think it won't. And that's it. You guys have a great weekend, and I am out.